I just realized, to me, this is probably one of the most underrated tracks that Nikko Lafre has made here. I've always paid attention to his lyrics, even though most of the time I just get lost in the vibe that he creates with what he's doing with his gritty, grimy sounds. And he kind of talks about it here on Six and Foes. And I was just thinking, like, here he was saying that he was known for his gritty music. He knows that. And how he did a name change and said fuck, his label and all that. I was also thinking too, I'm like, he said he wants to go from, making gritty music to chasing after them Grammys. So it makes me wonder, even when I look to this new project that he dropped under the name Augustus, if that's what his mission is still trying to do. Because at the end of the day, this dude's a real cat. I don't believe anything that he's saying, that that he raps about is false. He's one of those cats that I believe wholeheartedly. He's been on that street shit. Did it to get by, because he had a D1 scholarship as an athlete. Had one bad knee injury, ruined it. So he chased after the rap scene. And I think at the end of the day, he speaks from his experience. I think that's what makes his music the most captivating out of all of these cats. These other cats, I don't really care about them. And I'm pretty sure y'all feel that too. But with Nikko, it's different because he's been doing what he's been rapping about. You know what I mean? And that's why we can pay respect to that. But I think also, if we're going to keep it honest with him, that's what we want from him, is nothing but the truth and him just being him. He shouldn't have to fucking put himself under a different microscope because he wants, don't get me wrong. You still could get Grammys by being you, dog, by being a street nigga. You don't have to shift your music and change it. Listen to this.
That I built before name change, prompted by a faulty contract, but still I maintain to kill these niggas and made these bitches fall in love. That young nigga with the vocals who was raised around the thugs and the dope boys. That gritty music I was known for, but now that Grammy music's what I'm going for. Believing I was born for the so being labeled as the greatest. Rumor is I'm about to sign, and I'm like, mama, look, we made it. And you told me, boy, don't trust him if it's not the second guess it. In this world full of deceit is what be keeping me protected. If it's flawed, then I'll protect it off the rip. Bitches trying to drain me low and niggas trying to give me hit. I can't afford to ever sleep.
I recommend all of y'all listen to 6 on 4s one more time. I do have it. I made my own compilation into the project that he once promised us. If y'all remember, he promised us a project or album called Dear Demisha. So I was like, you know what, in honor of that, let me put all these Lucy's that he made together. Really, some of these are bomb as hell. And said, fuck it. I'm gonna consider this the last great project that he dropped under his old name before he went and did all this shit. But that's the thing I want to capitalize on. It's like, dog, you don't have to chase that Grammy sound. You don't have to really adjust yourself to anything. Just be you, continue to preach what you preaching, because at the end of the day, you're getting people to listen to what you got to say, and ears are attentive to what you're trying to talk about. So that's really what I would base on. I'm listening to 6 on 4s, and to me, this is just Nikko Lafre also showing love to H-Town, taking it down south, even though he's a Minneapolis native dude. But like I said, he's a real cat. Everything he talk about is real. So to me, that's just what I think hip-hop needs, and what honestly God knows the world needs to hear, because shit is down to earth, to be honest with you. And sometimes we just need to hear down to earth content that just keeps us level-headed. And when it comes to Nikko Lafre, what you can find relatable in him is the motivation, the hustle to want to do things in the realest way possible. You know what I mean? Keep things G, keep things 100. Stay motivated. Whatever you got passion for, chase after it. Don't let nobody get in your way. You know what I mean? That's what I get with this dude. He don't beat around the bush, nothing. Straight to the fucking point. That's what I fucked with him about. So obviously he slows it down right there with that chopped and screwed right there. But that's the thing I probably would say the most, man, is missing in Nikko Lafre's career. It's like, dog, stop trying to sing. Stop trying to feel like you gotta match some masterpiece or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I said, the best you could do for singing, bro, is kind of like what you did on this song right here, Fifth of Henny. But other than that,
You still know you're not leaving here without forgiving me, right?
just go back to being you. Go back to being Nikko Lafre. Get your name back. All right. Implement
I got this with the Hennessy.
See what I mean? But most importantly, let me not get distracted by the music. Just get back into the rap scene, dog, and just continue to spray that real shit. Because at the end of the day, don't let the ignorance of other folks get to you. You know, I hear people want to say, oh, people don't care. Well, Tory said that one time, and I thought that was bullshit. You know, he says people only care about melodies, they don't care about lyrics anymore. That's bullshit. Okay, there's plenty of people that recites what people say, so you can't tell me that. But at the same time, you can motivate people and talk to them and do the right things as long as you speak on it and you back that up. So, you know, it's funny, man. You know, people say they ain't gonna never switch up in their lyrics, but then they end up doing it. You know, and it's safe to say Nikko did, but he did it at the worst time in his career because he hadn't made it yet. He hadn't gotten a major label to sign him, so like he wasn't really well known. By the time he switched up, Doc just basically fell off the grid, and all his fan base are wondering where he's at. So to me, you're making poor money moves and poor money decisions, and to me, this ain't what you're really about, dog. I don't know if you've taken aware of that, but you need to know that, dog, because at this point, your music is so irrelevant that these videos where I do talking about Tory have more views than your actual songs, and that's fucked up. Because if you look back at it too, the first videos I posted on this channel are from MPLS. That shit got 1,000 views, alright? And that shit got more views than what you got in your channel right now on Augustus. So you gotta quit this bullshit. But yeah, I just thought that was interesting, and you know, just to remind me again that sometimes if you got something that's working for you, you feel it, it's your vibe, it's what your world is about, don't let nothing else influence it. Don't sell yourself short from being who you really are as an artist in the art that you create, because that's what music is eventually. And to me, yeah, Nikko, you created a gritty, grimy landscape with that black and white and the gray. Dog, that's you. Alright? Don't switch it up for anything else. If you want to add a little bit of a dark blue hue here, you know, maybe add some purple, you know, get some shit spacey, whatever, that's cool. But at the end of the day, do not change your whole foundation, your whole landscape. That's the number one thing I think an artist should never do to their art, is change what you really worked hard to create in the first place. That's what made you feel that way, you make it. To me, if you want to feel like being plastic to make these Grammys, try it, you know, type of joints, bro. But then at the end of the day, you're not standing for yourself, you're going against yourself because you're not keeping it real. So that's something to keep in mind. Yo, Augustus, hopefully you go back, man. Go back to being Nikko Lafre, man. You need to. And there's a time where the game of hip-hop needs some fresh, dope artists to really come up. And really, this will be your second come up. This is a time really to get back into that grind, homie, and get motivated. That's what I gotta say. But like I said, I don't want to hear you do that crappy ass singing. Okay? This is as far as I want to hear you sing.
Ain't no rush, I'll fuck you slow, cause we'll be cutting up for hours on the bed and on the floor, then in the shower. That's why I got this
That's it. I don't want you to do anything more than that. Hold the melody and you done. Alright? But other than that, no extra singing, no like you sound like you thirsty for some, you know what I mean, some H2O, homie, because it sounds terrible, dog. You sound fucking trash. I'm keeping it real with you. You are garbage with that shit. But when it comes to the real shit, second to none, homie, especially since the great legend Nipsey Hussle passed away, bro. Not that many real street niggas out there no more. So, you know, to me, it was you and Nipsey, really, for your generation, for your tier. And now Nipsey is gone, bro. I mean, by default, the crown should go to you. But where you at? That's the big question, homie. Hopefully you see this video one day, man. I mean, take it as constructive criticism, if anything. You had it fine the way you had it, bro, the first place, man. Like I said, real street dudes can still win Grammys. Don't let whatever anyone says say otherwise, because you can prove I'm wrong, homie. Damn it. You know what I mean? Look where MLK got us. He proved that we deserve to drink from the same fountain as white folks. Alright, colored, white, don't matter. Broke the racist ban, man. He broke that. And all he did was talk that talk, bro. Like a grown-ass man. He was about that same thing too, homie. Get back on that. Deuces.